Time now for your forewarned weather with Nate Larson.
And Nate's here with us tonight talking about the weather. And Nate, we've had ups and downs and even more changes to come, right?
Been kind of a miserably cold week, right?
Really
Finally,
it's
feeling nice out there today. Yesterday was too cold. And we had temperatures that were a little more comfortable. A lot of people out and about. Let's show you some of the shots that came in.
Nice.
Judy Keel out near Kanab,
Wow.
showing some of the blue sky and some nice cloud formations. We've got some nice weather in store, at least shaping up for tomorrow. Pretty nice day across southern Utah today as well. Temperature-wise, almost to 80 degrees in St. George. We hit 79. Lake Powell was 76. 60s and 70s across some of central into southeastern Utah. 60s for the Wasatch Front. Upper 50s in Logan. We're going to be warmer, as we mentioned with the first weather. We talked about temperatures in the upper 60s tomorrow along the Wasatch Front, but still cooler than normal. Just 50 in Evanston, 56 in Rock Springs. Black Desert Sky Camera showing that there's dry skies across southern Utah again this afternoon, so no moisture. That wasn't the case last week. If you remember all the showers that were moving through southern Utah, with the drought monitor just coming out on Thursday. Latest map showing a little bit of improvement. We'll take anything we can get with all the rains and some of the high elevation snow that we saw last week. Actually shaved off 1% from the extreme drought conditions in the southwest corner, now at 3%, 42% severe drought. Moderate drought still 72% of the state. So statewide, we've made some improvement across many locations, but still have a long ways to go. And there's more moisture on the way. A pretty wetting storm system in the works for this weekend. At least early models are estimating a pretty healthy rainfall amounts in the valleys and mountains, even seeing some decent snowfall as well. Let's walk you through some of Futurecast, what to expect. So Friday's going to be a pretty nice day overall. We are going to see some cloud cover continuing to linger across northern Utah. Models are trying to throw maybe a shower or two across some of the central part of the state into the afternoon over the higher elevations. Suspect will be mainly quiet across the Wasatch Front. Things start to change, though, as we get into Saturday. So tomorrow's kind of our transition day. In addition to some of what we had today, there were just a few lingering showers, but bigger storm system in the works for the weekend. It's going to increase our southerly flow as we get into Saturday, so plan on some increasing winds. Temperatures are going to jump up pretty quickly ahead of the cold front, which should be here late Saturday night into Sunday. So those prefrontal winds are what's going to get whipping across the western part of the state. So expecting wind gusts up to maybe 35 miles an hour across some of the Wasatch Front. So not expecting advisories for us, but could be closer to 50, similar to what we saw last week or even earlier this week ahead of the stronger cold front. Could see some of those whipping winds, maybe up to 50, 55 miles an hour, which could merit a wind advisory for some of southwest Utah. Notice the widespread moisture that moves in along the cold front. Following it, temperatures are going to drop, and that northwest flow should continue. This is now into Sunday morning, keeping the chances of moisture going into Sunday as well. In fact, kind of the heaviest moisture should be that late Saturday night into earlier Sunday time frame. Early guesstimates are showing, this is just through 6 o'clock on Sunday. Yeah, a pretty healthy amount from 1/4 of an inch to almost 1/2 of an inch of moisture for a lot of the valleys along the I-15 corridor from the southwest portion of the state up to the northern end into Idaho. So yeah, turn your sprinklers off. We've got plenty of moisture on the way for this weekend, even into early next week, with the stormy weather likely sticking around possibly even into Monday. Walking you through the upper level Futurecast gives you kind of an idea of where the storms are coming in from. This is Friday into the evening. That westerly flow's in place. Here comes that weekend storm system. Cranks up our temperatures before they drop quickly behind the front. And then we could see this is into Sunday evening. Monday, some lingering moisture before high pressure takes back over. Should bring us more of the warmer weather. Hopefully, a lot of us are looking forward to. St. George, 83, breezy on your Friday. Windy on Saturday. Storms mainly possibly along the front moving in Sunday morning, then clearing out into the afternoon. Should be 73 for the high, 76 on Monday, and then clear skies, and those hot temperatures return 95 again Thursday next week. For the Wasatch Front, looking at upper 60s tomorrow, mid-70s on Saturday ahead of the front. Scattered storms are expected. Stronger winds into Sunday. We drop drastically, though, Sunday into the 50s. We stay in the 50s Monday, but then rebound nicely with high pressure building back in. So another soggy weekend in store. Could put a bit of a damper on maybe some outdoor golf plans.
Yeah, really. How do you feel about that, Wes?
Not good.
Indoor golf range, you probably got a membership somewhere, right? Swing that.
Probably get in someplace.